All of those fuses in one gymnasium, and despite all that searching, not one of them was the right one to turn on the scoreboard. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but they eventually found it. The Wyoming All-Stars versus South Dakota, this game being played in Gillette. First half, Wyoming wearing the gold. It took a few minutes before either team got going, but Madison Browning of Natrona would get the first basket of the game with a baseline drive to give her team a 2-0 advantage. South Dakota would answer. Heidi Hoff of Brandon Valley would lean in to get the first 2 of her 31 points to lead all scorers, and we're back to a tie game again. It's 2-2. It took a little teamwork, and the girls in gold did it here. Christy Sheila of Cheyenne Central gets the assist and gets the bucket. She scored 18 and was the leading scorer in the previous game in Spearfish. Home team leads 4-2. Everyone was getting in on the act, and second chance points made a big difference in this game. Here's Cheyenne Balster of Natrona adding to the cause with 2 of her 4 points, and her team is now up 6-2. South Dakota would eventually tie things up again, but Wyoming would untie it. Michaela Brower of Torrington will do the honors on this highlight, scoring up close. She contributed with 8, and the home team's back up 8-6. The visitors kept hanging around. Good spin move by Katie Clapperett of Rapid City Stevens, and then she'll get a kiss off the glass for 2 points, and South Dakota would take their first lead of the game up 12-10. That lead did not last long, though. Allie Beckler of Laramie takes aim and lets her fly for 3 and connects. She would score 14 on the game, and the Wyoming All-Stars are back up 13-12. Back comes the other team. Krista Gerstad of Wall, 1 foot on one side of the line and the other foot on the other side, so that's only worth 2, but the lead shifts the other way. It's now 14-13. That did not bother Wyoming much. It was still early. Shield with a good pump fake and then deposits a jumper to give the lead back to her squad, and the scoreboard reads 15-14. Then they build on it a little bit. Here's Beckler again with some time from the same spot and cans it again. The opposition needed to remember where she was on the floor. Wyoming leads 18-14. The far side was starting to become a hot spot for made baskets. Here's Kylie Heiser of Laramie from about 18 feet. 9 points for Lady Plainsmen, and the score is now 22-16. Still in the first half, we've changed camera angles. South Dakota had 2 players score in double digits. We showed one earlier, and here's the other. Sydney Rome of Sioux Falls Roosevelt. That's 3 of her 21, and the visitors are within striking distance, down 24-19. But here's where Wyoming started to get to work. It starts with Wilson, and she'll drive the lane for another lay-in. That would start a run. There's more to come. The score's now 28-22 at this point. Skipping ahead a little bit. Great ball movement on this play, and someone forgot about Browning. She's in the corner, causing triple trouble, and the lead is growing. It's 35-22. Let's get someone else in here. Behind the defense is Madison Forney of Rollins. She'll catch the air ball, stick it in for 2 and 1. Lady Outlaw put in 17 points for the team, and it's now a 39-27 contest. There's one more player that we have not shown. That would be Daisha Lyman of Gillette. This ended up being her only bucket of the game, and she scored 3 points. The home team ended the half on a 23-7 spurt and led 49-29 going into the locker room. Second half, the Wyoming All-Stars would maintain their large lead, so we're not going to show you everything. Wilson again on the far side for 3 more. She had a good game. The scoreboard now reads 57-35. Actually, it did not matter where she was on the floor, just as long as she was behind the line, and she was quite often. There's another long bomb, and this game's getting out of hand. It's 66-39. Laramie had 3 representatives from the state championship team. Let's get Heiser back in. She'll drive through 4 defenders and find a way to score. That's determination. Home team's up 75-54. There was still plenty of time on the clock and plenty of chances to score more. Beckler, look out, ring him up. The defense was mostly absent on both sides, but in a game like this, who cares? Wyoming leads 83-60. This next highlight was pretty. Browning, nice drive, nice lay-in. That's worth 2 points at least. This game has already been decided with the score at 85-62. But they kept going. Brower's at the top of the key, and the Lady Trailblazers going to open the door for 3. The girls in gold were inching closer to the century mark, leading 93-68. The plan of attack was all over the place, but it worked. Score from the outside and score from the inside. Forney took care of some of the inside work. It's now 99-68, and they would eventually get into triple digits. Let's wrap this up. We'll let Wilson do the honors on the final highlight. What else but another 3-bomb? It's only proper, I guess. This game was over a long time ago on the scoreboard, but when the clock finally ran out, the numbers read Wyoming 106, South Dakota 83.